This is something I gotta get.
Hello. Sorry if I look really weird. I'm doing the Glossier Green Tea Galaxy Mask, which just dries your skin. So that's my situation right here. I think before the year ends though, I want to talk about things that I've learned this year which have helped me progress and just be more empathetic and optimistic about even the worst type of situations. This is more of a mental cleanse for me, and hopefully you guys out there, or guy, can relate to whatever I'm gonna say, and that would be even cooler. I think one of the most important lessons that I've learned this year is how off-putting our school system or education system can be. Don't take this as a bitter reaction because I suck at school, because for the longest time I had no opinions of the education system process. What I do know is that for the longest time I thought I was dumb, and a lot of it had to do with the grade and point system that's incorporated in our education. Because I was handed a C or a D, I felt that I was incompetent, especially when people around me were getting better grades than me. And normally because of this, I always revert to the habit of just memorizing instead of learning, because memorizing is more efficient and will get you actually learning, and this is true for me 100%. Learning something is more effective but more time consuming, and as a college student I think everyone knows that time is of the essence. I mean, learning is great and good for your soul, don't get me wrong, but unfortunately the way the education system is set up is that the student who spends a day memorizing is going to get the same grade as the student who spent 20 hours learning and applying the concepts. At the end of the day, you can argue that the person who spent the time learning will for sure retain the concepts for the rest of their life, but the education system does not reward that. That we all have the same finish line, and they don't give brownie points for hard work. My professor gave a great point that we're too obsessed with letter grades and points that it's sort of taking us back from learning. I believe Brown University, or one of the higher universities, did a study on their students where they didn't give them grades for one whole semester, and studies showed that they actually performed better on their tests. With that said, I think education is so off-putting. I know people who are too afraid to fail that they don't want to go to school because of it, which really sucks because I know that they're squandering their God-given gifts. I know people who are way more business savvy than I am, and they aren't because of not enough resources, support, or whatever. They aren't pursuing their passions, which sucks. I think education is really, really great at weeding people out, which is horrible in the sense that the next greatest engineer, doctor, chemist, or surgeon could have stepped down because of the hardships that a college education entails, let alone how hard it is to get into a good one. If you're scared of something, I want you to push your fears away. I want you to conquer your goals. I want everyone to succeed in whatever they want to do. If you want to be a doctor, then be a doctor. If you want to go to law school, do whatever it takes to get you where you want to be. Stop sitting around and belittling yourself because you think you have it hard and that your situation is different than anyone else's. I think every situation is different, but I think it can all be solved the same way. We're all born with the same amount of drive and passion, so we should all be using it to the max every day in every situation. If you're saying that you can't do it because no one is supporting you, then let me stop you there, because I support you and I know that whatever you put your heart into, you will succeed. Nothing is hard unless you make it hard for yourself. I've endured so many sucky jobs where I say fuck it at the end of the day, because I know that all these hardships are adding to a great story that I can tell someone someday. I want more than one Steve Jobs in the world, or more than one Bill Gates. I want to see more females running for president. Wouldn't it be fucking awesome if they were all female or LGBT? That would be fucking awesome. We need to break barriers, you guys, and I'm here standing with you. I know you can do it. You just have to go full force into it and not look back. And you know what? Stop seeing failure as something that will set you back. I remember I was stressing to one of my friends and saying that I was gonna fail the class. And she said, you know what, if you fail, don't see it as a setback, see it as a first attempt in learning. And for me, that reminded me that I need to look at the situation differently. But we just need to be more optimistic and see things in a different light. We need to stop focusing on the negative and translate it to positive. But just see fail as a first attempt in learning. So in short, fuck it and pursue your passion. Okay, well, I have nothing else planned for the day, you guys, so I guess I'll end it here. Guys, these aren't far-fetched wants. These are actually pretty attainable. We just gotta be more open-minded and think positive. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Stay on the phone. Never thought I'd be feeling